The Little Prince. Narrator. Once upon a time, in the vast, empty desert, there was a pilot who found himself stranded after his plane crashed. While attempting to fix his plane, he met a strange boy, a little prince, who seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. He was wearing a simple outfit, with a scarf around his neck, and his eyes seemed filled with curiosity. The boy introduced himself as the Little Prince. He was from a faraway planet, so tiny that it could fit into the palm of his hand. The pilot, confused by his story, asked the Little Prince to tell him more. In his travels, the Little Prince visits many other tiny planets. The Little Prince began to share his journey, telling the pilot about his home, asteroid B 612. On his planet, he had one special responsibility: to care for a single beautiful rose. The rose was proud and sometimes difficult, but the Little Prince loved her dearly. These adults are all trapped in their own routines and are unable to understand the beauty and joy of simple things. One day, feeling lonely and confused, the Little Prince decided to leave his planet. He traveled across the universe, visiting different planets, each one home to a peculiar adult. There, he meets a fox, who teaches him an essential lesson: one sees clearly only with the heart. On the first planet, he met a king who claimed to rule over everything in the universe. But there was no one else on the planet, and the king ruled over nothing. The Little Prince quickly realized that the king's authority was meaningless, as he only commanded what could never be seen or touched. Throughout his adventures, the Little Prince learns that even though adults may fail to see what really matters, it's important to keep an open heart, stay curious, and hold on to childlike wonder. On the next planet, the Little Prince encountered a businessman who was busy counting the stars. He explained that by owning the stars, he could become wealthy. The Little Prince didn't understand why someone would waste time counting something that couldn't be owned. He learned that the businessman was too focused on material wealth to enjoy the simple beauty of the stars. The next planet was home to a lamplighter, who spent all his time lighting and extinguishing his lamp. The Little Prince found it strange, as the lamplighter had no time to enjoy the beauty around him. He was caught in an endless cycle of meaningless work. It made the Little Prince realize how some adults were trapped in their routines, missing the essence of life. On his final stop, the Little Prince met a geographer who spent all his time writing about lands he had never visited. The geographer believed knowledge came only from books, not experience. The Little Prince soon realized that the geographer was missing out on the true adventure of exploring the world with his own eyes. Scene 8. Arrival on Earth. Finally, the Little Prince arrived on Earth, where he met a fox, who had an important lesson to teach him. The fox told the Little Prince, "One sees clearly only with the heart. What is essential is invisible to the eye." The fox explained that love and friendship cannot be seen or touched, but they are the most important things in life. The fox taught the Little Prince that it's the bond we share with others that makes them special, not their outward appearance. The Little Prince suddenly understood the importance of his rose. He realized that she was unique not because she was the most beautiful, but because of the special bond they shared. His love for her made her stand out from all the other roses in the world. As the Little Prince spent more time on Earth, he realized that the most important relationships in life were those formed through understanding, care, and connection. The fox taught him that in order to truly know someone, you must tame them, meaning you must take the time to build a real relationship. After spending time with the pilot and learning these important lessons, the Little Prince knew it was time for him to leave Earth. His rose needed him, and he had to go back to his planet. But before he left, he shared his final message with the pilot: to remember the importance of seeing with the heart, not just the eyes. The pilot was deeply touched by the Little Prince's wisdom. He knew that life was not about material things, but about love, friendship, and the connections we form with others. The pilot never forgot the Little Prince's story, and every year, when he looked up at the stars, he remembered the lessons he had learned. The story of the Little Prince is a reminder for all of us. As we grow older, we often forget the things that really matter: love, friendship, and the beauty of life.